Welcome everyone. I put up a poll a couple of days ago on the community tab asking what you guys wanted to see more of on this channel, and most of you guys wanted to see more competitive gameplay, either the ranked mode or trophy road or just something more competitive than the theme decks that I normally build, which are much more lighthearted, much more casual gameplay. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be trying to win a couple games in ranked mode. And the reason why I've kind of been hesitating doing this, um, by the way, we're using the same Golem deck we normally do. But the reason why I've been hesitating doing this is because I don't like playing competitively. Like it's just frustrating. It seems like there's just a frustrating cycle of constantly losing a game, and then when you do start to win and get any momentum, then I just go on a losing streak and fall back down again. And I've been perpetually stuck at this league. I've gotten up to 9 and 10 steps several times, and I've always fallen back to the very beginning, which you can see that's where we're at now. And it just seems like half the games you're playing against a Mega Knight player. I'm sick of seeing that card. I'm sick of playing against it. Or these Hog Firecracker players, which is also a very common deck here. I just don't like playing competitively just because I don't take the game too seriously. I try to play a little bit more casual, a little bit more lighthearted. And so, when I play ranked mode against all these people that are completely sweating the game and who are just using brain dead cards like the evil Mega Knight, it's just frustrating. And whenever I play it, I always seem to um, I always seem to be on a much more lower agitated note than when I start. Like I'll be like if I start playing the game, I'll usually feel okay, and then at the end of 30 or 45 minutes after after I've finished playing, I'm usually much lower as far as the rankings go. I'm usually not feeling good. I'm usually feeling pretty frustrated as well. So I just don't like playing it because I just don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy playing the mode. And if any of my clanmates are watching, they'll be able to attest to this, but I enjoy spectating much more than I like playing competitively. And so oftentimes if I log into Clash Royale, I see that one of my clanmates is playing a game, I will usually I'll usually spectate just because I enjoy spectating. It gives you part of the joy of like being able to celebrate, being able to emote if they win, kind of being able to celebrate the win in a sense if they do win, and it's not as frustrating if they end up losing. If if that person ends up BMing, it's not like that BM is directed at you. It's not quite as rage inducing, if that makes sense. So I've been kind of that's the reason why I haven't really been posting a whole ton of videos with the competitive ranked mode, just because I don't really enjoy it. And yeah, it's not just when I record either. It's also just in general. Like I don't play ranked or competitively a whole lot, period, like outside of recording either. And so and that's just the reason why. So if you were wondering, why I mostly post casual theme deck videos, that is the reason. I don't know why I Vines nothing there. Um, but we're going to be trying that today just because it sounds like you guys want to see a little bit more of that. And so that's what we're going to be doing. And it's a good thing that this guy, he doesn't have Inferno Tower, he has Cannon instead. So it would be a much harder game if we were up against Inferno Tower, but he does have Mighty Miner, which is kind of like a miniature walking Inferno Tower, I guess. But we're up in damage now. We just kind of need to not choke for the last little bit. He does have Rocket, but I don't think that if he starts cycling them, he'll be able to do. He's not going to be able to get 4 rockets off on the tower, which is how much he's going to need to be able to win. So we'll keep vinesing the princesses as long as he keeps putting them by our, as long as he keeps putting him by the tower. And then we'll just Golem, and hopefully that doesn't hit the Golem. Okay. And I think now we can afford to go in because he used his rocket, so it's going to be a second before he can get it again for the furnace, and we do miss the mighty miner there. But we should still be good. Fire Spirit jumps on the tower, and as long as we don't take 1,000,000 damage from the Goblin Barrel, then we should be a first game win. Alright, we might as well cry as well, just because I know I kind of advocated against. Well, I didn't advocate against it, but I mentioned how annoying it is when somebody BMs when they beat you, but I guess we're in that kind of mood today where we're gonna do that. Let's try to focus for the next couple of games to see if we can somehow get a miracle and go 3-0 in this video. And skeletons, usually when I see that, it means either Hog 2.6 or Expo, and it looks like it's going to be Expo, which I want to be honest, it seems like Golem would do really well against Expo. Like, it seems like it would. Alright, this doesn't look like. Maybe this isn't Expo. Maybe this is something else. Yeah, it looks like it might be a different deck. But I was saying, against Expo, it seems like Golem would do really well, just because, you know, when you put Golem down and the Expo targets it, it seems like. Okay. Okay. I guess the good thing is that he doesn't have the Hero Knight. So this is Minor Balloon, but it's good that he doesn't have the Hero Knight, so that he's not able to retarget things onto the Knight and divert it away from the balloon. So that's, at least we have that going for us. This should be a winnable match, especially because he has. I mean, he has cannon instead of bomb tower. I don't know how that's going to affect. If that's a better matchup for me, or if that's a worse matchup, because bomb tower is more expensive, but it's also a much tankier unit, and cannon is cheaper, and so he's going to be able to afford it and get back to it, I think, just a little bit quicker. So I'm not really sure how that's going to change the dynamics of the game. I have played against a couple of these players in the past, and they've had bomb tower, and I win about half of them, maybe a little bit more than half. So don't know how cannon's going to change that, but Hero Musketeer is going to be annoying for sure. That's not going to be a fun card to get through. He's just going to be able to turret, and then he's going to do a great job at just dealing sheer damage. If he goes with his balloon here, we will. And that's not going to be in range of the tower, so we're going to have to Baby Dragon just to kill that. I can't remember if Minor Balloon has a big spell or not. It doesn't look like it. Musketeer's gonna die. We should be able to heal that, and that should be another win. Alright, nice. We're 2-0. Hopefully we can get a 3-0 in this video and win the next one. This is just kind of for a little bit of context. This is not normally what happens when I play ranked mode. Normally it's a bunch of consecutive losses instead of a couple back-to-back wins. But I think this guy, we're up against that kind of player. If we see a healer and then an Evo E drag, then this one is gonna be over. I don't have. And there's the Evo E drag. Love this card. Love this game. This is such a fun game. Yeah, this is, as soon as I say, oh, things are going well, we're on a little winning streak, this happens. And this is kind of this is a much better example of what ranked gameplay looks like when I play. It's usually an E-Golem or an E-Golem or a Mega Knight player or something. We will heal this and maybe Vines as well, just because the baby dragon should clear out any skeletons. And of course he has that card. Alright, well, I'm not feeling super hopeful about this, but maybe we can just hope for a sheer miracle to come back from this. But there's just not a lot. There's not a lot I can do to the Evo E drag when he puts it behind, because I do have minions. Minions are one of the highest DPSing air cards, but obviously the E drag, the Evo version, just zaps them all away, zaps the guards, and so it's just difficult to do anything to it. We'll Golem in the same lane, I guess. And I don't know why he's screaming. It's not like this is a scary push. I mean, it gets shut down by the. You know what? We'll go like this, and then Vines to try and kill the Evil Witch. And I don't love Furnacing here, just because he can place a unit on top of it. And yeah, Golem is not gonna touch the tower, and none of my troops are. So yeah, this is gonna be disappointing loss. I think we'll play one more game just to try and end on a win at least, and hopefully not get 3 crowned, please. Okay. Yeah, we'll play one more so that we don't end on such a sour note. All right. And I really hope this is not the Archer Queen version. If this is the Archer Queen version with Earthquake and Cannon and Royal Delivery. Okay, this is the Recruits version, which is a bit more winnable. Usually the Archer Queen Earthquake Royal Delivery version is a pain to get through. And late on the bar barrel there. But this looks like the Recruits Cage version, which is, again, it's typically a bit more winnable. Hopefully it doesn't look like he has the Evo Cage, which is good. Looks like he has the Evo Recruits and then the Pigs. So it's still going to be, it's not going to be the easiest matchup, just because this is I think this is one of the decks that doesn't require a whole lot of skill to play, the Recruits Pigs deck. And so it's still going to be hard to win, but it is going to be, I think, easier than the Archer Queen Earthquake deck, just because I played against that deck and I lose almost every time to it, just because, yeah, it's not a fun deck to play against. So let's see, I think here, so the Cage isn't evoed, which is good. And we didn't heal up there just because it wouldn't have done much. And so his spells are, he does have Fireball, which is going to be a bit annoying for the Furnace. So we'll put it high just so he can't Fireball the tower as well. And I think he has another spell. I think he has arrows as well. So he might be able to, we'll go over here. just because I think he wants to go with guards to kind of help with both lanes, and then the baby dragon over here. And the thing about the furnace is we can put it here, and it'll kind of be able to help with the other lane a little bit, and it'll also be able to get behind the golem. But it's on. Oh, it's dead. Oh, it's dead. Oh, everything's dead. Okay. And yeah, I don't know why I was expecting that to be an easier matchup, because that was just. Yeah, this is not. This is not a fun mode. I don't. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't like playing this game mode, because this is normally what happens. It's just loss, loss again. And whenever I do kind of get a little bit of momentum, like with those first couple of games, whenever I do win a couple, I just lose the next few, and it's right back down. So, you know, that's why I don't love playing. That's why I do not love playing ranked mode or trophy road. So let's try to have at least a winning record. And the Evil Witch. If we win this game, we'll at least have a winning record for the... Oh my gosh, I'm so sick and tired of seeing this card. It's like, it's just such an annoying... Can you guys like see why I don't like playing this mode? Where you just playing the... It's just like I don't... Yeah, I just don't have fun when I play it. Like with the 1v1, with the theme decks, more fun, more casual. I do enjoy that, but it's just this is just it's just not fun at all. I mean, he has Evo Mega Knight, so the Golem push is going to be pretty much gone. I mean, it's very hard to get through an Evo Mega Knight when he has. It's very hard to get through that when you have Golem or just any tanky card like that. And we don't have both of our Evos yet, so I think we're just gonna have to Vines this, maybe go like that to clear out some of the skeletons. And I think we need to heal it just because we need it to stay on the board. We need the damage dealing. And we do have both of our Evos, I think, the next time it comes around, so we'll go in on the left-hand side, just because we don't want him to place a Mega Knight like on top of the furnace when it gets to about there. And I think he did use his Evo Mega Knight last time, so this one's just going to be regular, which is good. We're going to have to Vines the Firecracker as soon as he plays it. We're going to heal... No, we're not going to heal the Mini Pekka. We should take his tower, though, which is good. But he's just going to Mega Knight on top of the furnaces, so there's not any point in continuing to go in there. If he does go with his hog in the middle, then we'll just... Okay, he's not going to. Just gonna Vines. I think we'll just Vines the Firecracker every time, just because... Yeah, just because we can't have it sitting back there and dealing a million damage. The good news is the game is not... The game is not over. I mean, we're still in this. We'll heal the Mini Pekka just to hopefully get an extra hit. And I think we can afford to put our Furnace by the tower just because I don't think he has a big spell. And you know what? No, we shouldn't go in just because he has Hog in hand. I think his next Mega Knight is Evo'd as well. So we're just going to have to... And then whenever he goes for his Har, we're going to have to mini Pekka immediately, and hopefully that does not get a hit. Okay. This is not looking terrible. Never mind, it's looking terrible. Alright, well that is the competitive play that you guys wanted to see. Although I don't enjoy playing competitively and making videos like that, I mean I still will, just because it adds variety to the channel, and I know you guys probably do want to see, you guys do want to see more competitive gameplay as opposed to just all casual, but I mean, you can see we're all the way back to the very bottom of where we were, and that's the reason why I don't really play this game mode. But hopefully you guys have a wonderful day anyway. Hopefully the video had something of value there, and let me know in the comments if there are any games you want me to try, because that was the other thing on the poll that you guys voted for. Most people voted for, they wanted to see more competitive gameplay, but a close second to that was trying out other games. So I think Crush the Castle is a game that I want to try, just because it was one of my favorite childhood games, and it doesn't look like they've changed a whole lot in the app, so it looks like it should be fairly similar to when I was a kid playing it. And then maybe Bloons Tower Defense as well, because that's another game that I played when I was a kid. But if there are any games, preferably mobile games, that you want me to try out and make a video of, let me know, and I definitely will try them. And hopefully you guys have a wonderful rest of your day today.